What's going on, everyone? It's 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the space state of Massachusetts, and it is March 12th. My name is Tyler Adolfo, and today I'm going to react to 2IT's recent upload. Alex Jones seriously compared Don Jr. to MLK. Now, I actually don't agree with Alex Jones on a whole lot, but this is an instance where I am in complete agreement. There's lots of similarities and comparisons to MLK to Don Jr. Remember, comparison is a neutral word. If you try explaining that to a TYT supporter or a TYT anchor, even worse, you'll be met with strong resistance because they don't operate in facts. But let's take a look at what Shank says. If it is Shank, let's see who it is. I'm assuming it could be that Anna. Who knows?
My thing, but if it was, it would be fine if I was on that side.
So at his CPAC last month, well, Trump's son essentially now
at his CPAC last month. All right, that's not even like knowing how to structure sentences is an important tool with communicating. But please continue.
He is going out of his way to say that he's not on cocaine because he had to allude during his CPAC speech that he was not a drug user. So, of course, making that
he did not have to. He chose to because people in mainstream media, and even worse, yourself, anchors on TYT will insinuate that anyone who disagrees with you must be a drug user. Yes, it's true. People who have human emotion and are passionate about the 60 million black aborted babies, or about the black children who would have to die to go fight in a war based off Red Scare lies by your side. Yes, they're passionate. It doesn't mean that they're drug users.
Illusion quite naturally essentially puts us in a position where it is fueling speculation that he in fact may be abusing drugs. And a person
it is in fact there's in a position fueling speculation.
You're the only one speculating. It's you. You don't speak for anyone but yourself. You're fueling your own ego. That's what's getting fueled. You know, it's not getting fueled is the gas tanks of Americans who know that it was a mistake to elect Joe Biden president of this country over competent options, like those on the Republican side.
And who didn't like that speculation was one Alex Jones. Of course, as we know, Alex Jones isn't much for.
Listen to the way she said, Alex Jones. I'm just totally a neutral part. Alex Jones. I'm so sassy when I spread my propaganda.
Speculation, right? So the InfoWars conspiracy theorist jumps to Don Jr.'s defense. Watch this.
Don Jr. is a cokehead because he has high energy, and they don't say that about me. You got the wrong guy. I don't need stimulants. Anything alcohol I've done over the years off and on because it lowers me down. See, the left doesn't have energy, folks. They don't get like.
That's just a scientific fact. Alcohol can lower people who are naturally high energy. It has different effects on different people. It definitely makes you more confident.
All right, so it looks like we're 3 minutes, 14 seconds in. We are going to finish the rest of this, but there's a couple things. I mentioned a couple things I want to bring up. So it appears to me that in this video, I express support or endorse ideas disseminated by Alex Jones, which I do not do when I'm stable. Not a fan of the guy. I think that he's very divisive. I think he's irrational and a whole sort of other things. But there's something notable I did while in Mania. I don't bring it up in this video, I think, but I actually sent an email to InfoWars while I was Manic. And the title of the email was like, I'm Tyler Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. And I sent that to the InfoWars whistleblowers email. I have a video on my channel where I react to that, reading crazy emails that I sent while Manic. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts on this so far. This is very out of character for me. I will add that many years ago, like when I was younger, like 13, 14-ish, I was a conspiracy theorist, admittedly, and I'm embarrassed about that fact. But I grew out of those beliefs. And what's interesting is during Mania, many of those conspiratorial beliefs and that distorted kind of thinking reemerged and became a part of my mind again. Okay, so we're going to finish the rest of this video now, and then I'll give any final closing thoughts on this, answer any questions or comments as well. And then the next one is Logan Paul won both fights.
Just a scientific fact. But yeah, I agree with Alex's statement. Having high energy does not make you a drug user. Correct.
You're giving a powerful speech, and I mean, he's really becoming a good orator. He's one of the best. I mean, just a couple years ago, he was okay. Now it's like, damn, that's a powerful speech. That's better than Joel Osteen or somebody, or Martin Luther King. I'm not kissing his ass. I mean, he's just come a long way. I mean, oh, he's on cocaine. That's cocaine. No, that's Cupid.
I don't know. I think you may be kissing a little bit, Alex. It's okay. It's okay. I personally wouldn't kiss any ass, but with my own. But you do tend to kiss Trump's ass a little bit.
Then eat cocaine to get up off your ass.
Yeah, I could really see that analogy there being completely and totally accurate. Dylan Jr. and MLK. Jank?
Did you not listen to directly what he said? He was talking specifically about oratory ability, and whether you agree with them in terms of policy or not, you can't just cast aside his actual argument and then go into the interpretive and then talk about things that Alex never said. Don Jr., in terms of policies and practice, does far more for Black lives than even Martin Luther King did. And I say that because this modern moment we're living in is even arguably more racist, more prejudiced than the type that Martin Luther King faced, specifically because of the incitements of violence that Bernie bros and the far progressive left, the so-called progressive left, which is actually more regressive than anything, will launch against anyone who disagrees with them. When there was literally an insurrection in the capital of this country by so-called Black Lives Matter supporters, which had nothing to do with supporting Black lives, you people turned a blind eye and deaf ear and justified it and called it peaceful. There was nothing peaceful about Occupy Seattle. There was nothing peaceful about the insurrection against this government by fake Black Lives Matter supporters. There's nothing peaceful about moms in Chicago and Detroit unable to protect themselves from violent thugs in the police departments, which you want to protect in terms of policy. But, let's take a look at what Schenk says, too. Let's see how his response is even more condescending and degenerate than your own.
I mean, just when you thought Alex Jones couldn't say anything crazier. Okay. So, first of all,
let's be clear what Alex said. He speaks a lot and gotten better at public speaking. That's what Martin Luther King did too. He got better and better as time went on. What's the
walk into a room and go, "I'm not on crack." It does lead to questions. I'm not sure that anybody had asked. And then
no.
Secondarily,
you asked all the time. I could pull up dozens of videos of TYT anchors and mainstream media parroting these disingenuous arguments that anyone who disagrees with them must be on something. It's pure delusion what Schenk is doing. He should consider checking himself in and like getting therapy somewhere, because this dude is just way out of it.
Very ironic.
Alex Jones sees that and goes, "Did you see that speech about how he wasn't on crack? Really powerful orator." Like, I mean, the number of speeches that Nelson Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi.
I remember when Alex Jones and Roger Stone confronted Schenk, and Cenk Uygur got extremely emotional and upset and triggered and stamped around, and he didn't actually do anything because he doesn't believe in violence, because he'll get his teeth rocked in. But it's crazy how Schenk tried to initiate violence against Alex Jones when Alex Jones was simply doing a disagreement, or he would try to fight an old man like Roger Stone for correctly pointing out that TYT does not criticize Saudi Arabia. But this same guy will go around saying that Alex is responsible for what crazy people say to Sandy Hook families. Well, according to courts, not so much, not as much as you may think. He's not in prison, is he?
I'd be made about not being on crack. I mean, if I had $1 for each one of those speeches, I'd have $0. And I like how he says nobody on the left has high energy. Alex, I'm pretty sure you met me.
Schenk, you do not have high energy unless you use. See how that works? Yeah, big smile on his face. Anyways, I'm not going to react to this whole 11-minute video because I got better things to do. But if you enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. My name is Tyler Adolfo. I'm tired. I just woke up, but I love you all. And hope you all have a phenomenally excellent day. A great way to do that is by not watching the Young Turks or anything by Cenk Uygur ever in your life. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself, point blank, period.
Okay, that was quite something, and that's a euphemism on my part. A few things I want to address there. Number one, I realized I observed something that I think is a critically important detail, and that is this was filmed in March of 2022, that video we just watched about Alex Jones and TYT and Donald Trump Jr. Now, at this period of time, I had been on actually a medication recovering from mania for a little bit of time. I think I said in the video, what was it, March 13th that it was filmed. On February 23rd of 2022, I went on Abilify. I started Abilify. So at this point, even after being on Abilify for a while, I still had very incoherent thoughts, delusional patterns of thinking, and I seem quite notably lethargic and lacking energy. It's quite rich that I would talk about Cenk lacking energy, and I'm the epitome of that in that particular video. So I don't know if anybody else has any thoughts they'd like to share on that video that we just watched with TYT and Alex Jones, my reaction while manic. If not, I'll move on to the next video that I recorded while manic, which is Logan Paul won both fights.